I thought I would start a few minutes early and take care of a couple of things that I wanted to talk to my audience about. And one is what's going on with the channel. And what's going on is I am doing deep dives in podcast form on another platform. And so right now, I've just finished my first deep dive. And so I'm getting accustomed to the new platform and the editing tools. And of course, I'm doing work offline as well. So I haven't been live in a while. And today's live, and I really do hope that the volume is doing well. I hope people can hear me, basically, is what I'm saying. And today, what I wanted to do is I wanted to do a live stream and I wanted to get it out there to women who use hair dye, hair relaxers, and straighteners like perms, box perms, highlights, and bleach. All of those products that most have heard that those products most have heard that those products have been somehow linked to causing cancer in women. And there is a class action lawsuit, a MDL, a multi-district litigation that's going on with these hair care products. And women who have suffered some sort of fibroids and mostly cancer in their uterus. This litigation is going on in all 50 states. And what I really, really want to press is if you or somebody that you know have suffered, some sort of issues that could possibly be fibroids or uterine cancer, that the first step, of course, is in getting a diagnosis. And these products are overwhelmingly marketed to Black women and are overwhelmingly used by Black women. And that is also who is more than likely to either not be diagnosed correctly or not be diagnosed at all. So the first step is in getting diagnosed, because it is not too late to join this lawsuit. And if you have a loved one that passed away, and they passed away from, uterine cancer, then as the surviving relative of the loved one, you can seek counsel as to how to sue on that loved one's behalf, basically as their surviving relative. So it's not too late to get in on this lawsuit. There are a little over 8,000 plaintiffs when these products were marketed to and used by millions of Black women, mostly Black women, disproportionately Black women, right? Because no matter, what ethnicity, what race, most women of any race, there are women of all races who have used hair dye and highlights and bleach. And this class action lawsuit, which is now, like I said, in all 50 states, it began with a study that was published in October 2022 by the National Institute of Health. And this study doesn't say that what's found in these products is the cause of uterine cancer, fibroids, but that there is a definite link. These are the products that the National Institute of Health said, is linked to these beauty products and to women who developed uterine cancer, fibroids. And I want you to, just pay attention. Metals and that may release formaldehyde when heated. Formaldehyde. So, of course, there is a legal standard, and the legal standard is that the companies that create and sell these products, they knew or should have known of the danger, the harm that these products pose to the consumers, and that these companies failed to warn consumers of the dangers of using these products. So I just want to put a few things out there. L'Oreal, Revlon, the owners of olive oil called Namaste, they've all released statements. And, Namaste says that all ingredients approved are all of the ingredients used in their hair care products are approved by U.S. regulators, and that Namaste, the makers of ORS olive oil, that it doesn't believe that the plaintiffs have shown or will be able to show if the use of their hair relaxer products caused the injuries alleged in the complaints. It's only fair to tell the defendant's response to the allegation. Revlon says that it does not believe the science supports a link between chemical hair straighteners or relaxers and cancer. L'Oreal says that it is committed to providing products that are harmless, and that its hair relaxers has a rich heritage and history originating with Black inventors and entrepreneurs, and that it's dedicated to offering basically a safe product to all skin and hair types, all genders, all identities, all ages, and all cultures, end quote. One of the lead researchers that published the study by the National Institute of Health stands by the study. And according to that study, that women who relax their hair more than 4 times in the previous year are more than twice as likely to develop uterine cancer as women who do not. 4 times. Relaxing your hair just 4 times last year, you're more than twice than likely to develop uterine cancer than women who don't relax their hair. Dr. Alexandria White, she went on to say that the straighteners include the products that I have on the screen, and that 4.05% of women who frequently use hair relaxers are predicted to develop uterine cancer by the age of 70, compared to 1.64% of women who have not ever used them. Just to personalize this class action lawsuit, this is Sheila Bush, and Sheila Bush was born in 1954. And Benjamin Crump, along with another attorney, they were the first two, Benjamin Crump and Deandra DeBrossi Zimmerman. They were the first 2 attorneys to file the very first lawsuit on behalf of a Missouri woman named Jenny Mitchell. And Benjamin Crump, even though it's not alleged in the lawsuit, Benjamin Crump says that this is also a civil rights issue, because these products overwhelmingly targeted African American women. Studies show and prove that African American women are overwhelmingly injured, like uterine cancer, fibroids, and that African American women are pressured to look European, to have straight hair. Well, Sheila Bush, who's 69 years old, and she was born in 1954, she talked about being called cotton hair as a child, that she was humiliated and ridiculed because her hair is a different texture. And I'll tell you, even though I was born much later than 1954, just the smell of a chemical hair relaxer it smells dangerous, to be honest with you. But I don't, there's nothing that alerts a beautician or the consumer that it could cause cancer. So for all of the women out there who have used chemical hair relaxers, hair dye, highlights, there are attorneys who are advertising on the internet, who are advertising on television. If you or a loved one have suffered these types of injuries, call one of these attorneys and see if you can have your name added to this class action lawsuit, because it now spans all 50 states. That picture that Sheila Bush is holding is what she looked like when she was undergoing chemotherapy for uterine cancer. She, I believe, lives in St. Louis, Missouri, and she saw an attorney advertising for women who had used these hair care products to call this attorney. And after seeing it 3 times, she decided to call. Now, other than having a diagnosis, hi, Dr. Nikki. A few months ago, it's been going on, it's been going on for a couple of years. And so, I just want to reiterate, even if your loved one has passed on, you can sue on their behalf. But one of the hurdles is there are multiple companies named, right? Namaste, the owner of ORS Olive Oil, Revlon, L'Oreal. And so women who are suing, proving which product they used over a period of time, could be another hurdle. But thank goodness that we're in an electronic age. And, I just want to mention that even though there are no civil rights allegations in this complaint, L'Oreal, literally has an advertisement that says, quote, how beautiful black hair can be. So that's to suggest that without the use of their hair relaxer, black hair is not beautiful. Like I said, Google, hair relaxer lawsuit, hair dye lawsuit. Get your medical records together and be able to show a diagnosis. And if you believe that you're suffering this injury and you don't get that diagnosis, definitely get a second opinion, get an opinion from a different doctor, get an opinion from a third doctor, and contact an attorney. According to the American Cancer Society, it approximately 66,000 cases of uterine cancer diagnoses will be given, as of last year, 2023. So the price of, I guess, what's considered the standard of beauty, or some people's standard of beauty. I spent a lot of time yesterday detangling my hair. And you know what? Your hair can be any texture you want it to be, any length you want it to be, any color you want it to be. If you just go the safe route, buy a wig. There's nothing wrong with buying a wig. You can change your hair color, your hair type, and your hair length daily with a wig with no risk to your health. So, women, if you've used this, hi Cyber Warrior, women, if you've used these products and you've been straightening and dyeing your hair every 4 to 6 weeks for a year or more, you might want to check into your health, and hopefully you're fine. And if you're not, check into adding your name to this class action lawsuit. It is huge, it's historical, and sadly, I think there should be probably twice as, 3 times as many plaintiffs probably as 8,000. You can sue on behalf of a loved one. So thank you all for stopping by. And this has been L's public service announcement. Get your money if you've suffered from this. And last but not least, like the video, share the stream, and take a few minutes to go outside, breathe in the fresh air, and enjoy some sun. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks to everybody who stopped by.